So it puts it more into a physical process, at least. So those are pretty good to start off with. Heart chakra. Giving you a moment.
Momentary.
Oh. The learner. 8 of Pentacles in the heart chakra. Definitely says that there are some emotional lessons you are going through right now. And this is why I like these cards, the clarifier. Oh, about your power. How interesting. Heart chakra, when we talk about Beltane, love is divine power, is the sacred truth of the heart chakra. So you are learning lessons about your own divine power, and doesn't that just connect into, you've got love and spiritual growth in your solar plexus. See, this is why I love reading the 2 decks at once. It really does a lot of my work for me. So really keep an eye on the power of your emotions. Now, another place I will show you where this is indicated is in that 2nd chakra, that volcano, building up, building up, building up. So to allow that love to come through you, but to really allow it to do its work in you before it expresses itself, because it's not ready to express yet. Nothing wrong with playing your cards close to your chest right now.
Got it.
Throat chakra, willpower. Ooh, compassion reversed, which I think goes very, very well with this card of the Lovers in the solar plexus. That right now, I would say, really keep your mouth shut. Keep your stuff inside yourself. Let things gestate. Let things build. But particularly in terms of being compassionate with yourself. Now, what did Kuan Yin say before? Okay, this is why I love doing this, because I didn't shuffle the cards. I say that a lot in readings. I didn't shuffle the cards, you did. It's really about more making. Now, this is throat chakra, spit or swallow. This is about, let me be compassionate to myself right now. Now, we have to understand compassion is a pendulum, okay? That there's selfish compassion and selfless compassion. Neither one of them by themselves works. When you're too selfless, you burn out. Your chalice empties, and you end up resentful.
Yes.
Okay? When you're too selfishly compassionate, you alienate yourself. That's sort of like, I just saw the movie The Aviator.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
Yes.
And boy, did Kate Blanchett nail Kate Hepburn. What a perfect acting job. But as an actor can be too self-indulgent, too self-compassionate, they tend to alienate people like he did, like
yes.
Howard Hughes did. Well, he had brain damage, not just schizophrenia. He had brain damage from his accident. So you could see by he locked himself out and was peeing in jars in order to keep himself in some sort of alignment and some sort of stability. It's a pendulum swing that you take care of yourself to recharge, and then you help others. And before you drain, you swing back. And it is that back and forth motion that eventually we find a center point, and that spiritual growth that then allows you to do amazing things. So your throat chakra choices right now, really about take care of you, particularly emotionally. Because we got 2 water cards in a row here. Oh, sorry, that's an earth card, but it's stemming from that emotional place. What covers that? Ooh, abundance. Now, I know we immediately jump into money when people think abundance, but I'm getting more the image of volume here, that because you are such a powerful healer and you don't even like to own that, that to allow that powerful healing to really work through you right now, I get the feeling that it's a very short amount of time in terms of a lifespan. It could be a week, could be a month, but I don't think it's 5 minutes. I think it's a good chunk of time there where a lot of healing can take place, a lot of compassion can filter through you to allow the light that you are to really come out and affect and help people. So it really is a selfish selflessness, or a selfless selfishness. Say that 10 times fast. Fuck.
Rather not.
Okay. Third eye. Now, third eye, whoa, is all about how we see things, our belief systems, and what we think. Good. We got the Taurus card there. So your mind is really focused on your values, your life values, 2nd house. Not just about money and things, which you would think a fixed earth card would be about, but really about what do I value, the long-term durable things in my life. What is it that I want, but what is it that I value? And your intention being focused there, what you want and why you want it. So I would say that it is your predominant intentional focus to be a magnificent healer. Understand that's being lined up for you. That's your intention that you put out there, but it's got to be healer, heal thyself right now, or at least vehicle of compassion plugged into Kuan Yin, filter it through you first. Now, is any of this too personal that's making you
No.
uncomfortable? So
No.
good. They're giving it to me in a, I guess it's sort of vanilla. They're giving me sort of more of a vanilla read on this, but I still feel like it's hitting buttons you need to hear. 8th chakra, always a crapshoot, and ain't it just? Kali, the tower reversed. That your interior spiritual structures are changing. They're changing drastically. You're being hit with a much larger wattage than ever before in the crown chakra. So you asked for this. This is, you can't play victim on this, I guess. Get the tinfoil hats, folks. Good luck with that. And absolutely, your views, well, that will eventually, of course, it's got to filter down through all of the chakras, but this is why focusing on what you value is so important, and intending what you value to be so important here, because it is being hit by spiritual lightning, and things are going to break down. Your illusions are going to be struck about who you think you are, which I've never known you to be arrogant in that way, but perhaps it's the other end of the scale that you think, oh no, I'm just a tiny little vessel, and it's like, well, we need you to part the Red Sea. You can't be a tiny little vessel anymore.
Give me a staff.
You know, we gotta give you give me a staff, I can do anything. Coffee.
I'm not gonna go there, folks.
Coffee.
Oh, that's staff.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
kind of thing. What crosses this? Nature. Now, immediately we go to trees and things like that, but not necessarily so. This means that this is part of your divine nature to repeatedly be hit by lightning. To repeatedly have that crown chakra be new download, blow away the old, blow away. Oh, that's a self-concept. That's not real. Blast that away. And yes, of course, this is a natural process. Did I spit on you?
No, you were.
Oh, yeah.
I was like moving that energy.
Yeah. Well, and it's not a bad thing. It just says that this is a natural part of the process as well. And, well,
That's what
I
happens
will
when
say,
you become after 40 folks.
well, and I will also say that I'm getting the feel that this is also about where we are in the wheel of the year, that we are on the verge. I mean, in the morning we will be in Ostara, we will be in vernal equinox. So that nature is doing this as well, and that you are getting a resurrection and a rebirth out of this. Am I going to say the worst is over with all of this? No, but I will say that the hard slog of it, in other words, what's being asked of you is that be nice to yourself right now, because there's new energy downloading. Be compassionate with yourself, because there are illusions being busted. But you're not really aware of what they are, because the crown chakra doesn't speak language. Mm-hmm. The third eye does. So this is being done on a level that you're not necessarily cognizant of or completely aware of. And, by the way, the card is completely reversed, which shows that it is a major shift in the unconscious mind, at least in terms, well, I'll say in the subconscious mind, at least in terms of what you believe even spirituality to be and what you believe your spiritual nature to be.
And I thought I was pretty broad in some respect.
Who knows? Maybe you were like evil high priest in a past life or something, and you have to, it's just something something that comes to mind is that, they say a witch can't heal if they can't hex. You have to know how to hex to know how to heal. Maybe you're balancing that out, but it's also to understand that, I've always said harm none, harm none, harm none, but if you come after Amy, my mom, or my cats, to allow harm to exist is harm in and of itself. Perhaps there is something more of your warrior nature or something along those lines that is emerging as a result. Now, again, I said 8th card, 8th chakra encapsulates the whole thing. Could have started the reading with that, but we'll be over really quickly. And when you're reading for an hour, you don't want to do that. You ready?